What up, Dokkaners? The Training in the Clouds Mr. Popo event is back with an updated inventory. So in this video, we're going to be discussing all of the items in the Baba Shop and which ones are worth picking up for you and which ones maybe are not as important, so you don't have to pick those up as well. For those of you who don't know, this event has been around since basically the start of the Global Dokkan celebration, and it is going to be around for at least, I'm going to say at least 10 more days as of me recording this video, because I have a feeling it could get extended, but even if it doesn't, it's still going to be around for 10 more days. So that's still a good amount of time for you guys to go through this. This event is mostly known as the link level boosted stage that you can run daily, because this link level rate is on par with that of the daily event that is only available twice per day at most. So this event is very good for link leveling, but also you can get some pretty cool items if you pick up a bunch of the Proof of Masteries, which is further increased in terms of drops if you bring Battle of Fate. So this is a very good event. It is stamina intensive, but it is a very good event because even if you don't care about the link leveling aspect, you can still get some good stuff out of it. So we're going to go through the breakdown, and this is the team that I'm link leveling with right now because I have everybody else maxed out and I'm working on maxing out the box eventually. I'm actually getting pretty close. I'm in like the final 10% of the box. But anyway, let's start by talking about the inventory and the link leveling side of things. So when it comes to the link leveling, for those of you who don't know, the Mr. Popo event has the same link level rate of 7, just like the Turtle School Roshi event that is available once or twice per day. What this link level rate is that it basically allows you to have an adjusted value or rate for a link to potentially proc. In a vacuum, there is just a normal set of probabilities where a level 1 link going to, oh my god, stop. For level 1 to go to a level 2, it's normally an 8% chance. For a level 9 to go to a level 10, it's normally a 0.3% chance. But on stages with these various link level values, it adjusts the total. So for example, a quest stage of a link level rate of 1.08 will give you a 0.3% chance of a level 9 to a level 10. Not much of a change. Whereas a link level or a quest stage with 3.58, the link level rate for a 9 to a 10 is 1.1%. So it is obviously adjusted in a much higher way. And so on and so forth. The higher the link level rate, the higher the odds of links going up. So if we consider Training in the Clouds, whose link level rate is 7, which is twice as good as the best quest stage out there, the chances of a level 9 to a 10 is 2.1%. Everything else also scales up. 2.1% isn't very much, but when you consider the odds of a level 9 to a 10 being something like a fraction of a percent, this is a pretty sizable difference. Also, when you consider the fact that you might be doing this a couple dozen times in a session, then you can definitely get maybe 1 or 2 level 9s to level 10s. So this is basically a very good link leveling event, and this is something that a lot of hardcore Dokkanners are currently doing. So with that, as a side bonus, you're also going to be getting these Proof of Masteries, and there is a long list of things that you can buy from the Baba Shop. So I'm going to break it all down here, because I've got everything written out. So I did this in part 1, so we're just going to quickly review. You can get 20 Dragon Stones if you haven't already. That's available for 200 of these Proofs of Mastery. 4 Elder Kais, physical Vegito Blues orbs, all of the orbs. I don't think you should just pick and choose. I honestly feel you should select every single one, because as we're starting to see with Dokkan and how it's really evolving, the event content, like the type of events, the various content, it demands different types of characters, and sometimes certain characters are just so important that you might need to bring them onto the team even if they're built a certain way. But with the EX orbs variation, you would have the flexibility of building them in different ways. So it is good, it's a very good idea to have every iteration of every EX orb. So that's why I'm counting all of them as 270, because there are 2 bronze, they're stat boosting bronze, you got 3 silvers and 4 golds. Now, in my personal opinion, I don't like how some of these new gold EX orbs are kind of weird. I liked how it used to be stat focused and additionals or criticals and stats and stuff like that. Now they seem to be doing all this weird stuff, but then again, type attack boost is an important feature for something like Million Arena. If that event comes back, this is going to be very useful. So I may have my gripes with this, but this is still worth having. So pick up all of that. So that's going to bring your total to 270. AGL Rose, 270. Int LR Fusion Zamasu, 270. Kai medals. You can get Elder Kais and Supreme Kai medals. So you can get, it costs you 75 for all 5 of each. So if you multiply that by 2, that's 150. For newer players, this can be an issue because some people, I remember when I started playing the game, I struggled picking up all of those Kai medals, having them everywhere, and just with all the characters that I'm trying to juice up, it was a very difficult resource to keep in steady supply. This won't solve your problems, but it will definitely help. Now, this was probably the most time-consuming grind, and this one I would say is definitely not that important, but if you really want to, you could farm out all of the Hercule statues. There are 500 of these SR ones, each of these worth 500,000 zenny. So with all of this, you're looking at 250 million zenny. Now, as far as the EZAs go, they cover you when it comes to EZAing all these guys because they give you Hercule statues. But if you're a newer player and you're working on other units, you just need a ton of zenny to get through all of it. This will definitely help with that. So if you do manage to pick up a couple of these, it's pretty good. But for all of it, which is basically 500 million in zenny Hercule statues, it's 2,525. Then you got training items 75. So all in all, the part 1 batch was almost 4,000 of those proofs of mastery, but all the important stuff was about 1,200. So it is worth doing this. And then here is the breakdown for the second half, the part 2. So instead of 20 Dragonstones, instead we are getting 10 rainbow tickets. This is an absolute must. Getting 100 of these proofs of mastery will be very quick, but you definitely want to at least get 100 so that you can get these rainbow tickets. You're going to need this for the 50 ticket summon. You guys might have seen my 50 or my 44% chance single summon. So this is what you can use to do either that or 5 10-unit multis on the new banners. And we don't know yet if this is going to apply to part 3, but my guess would be no. But still, you definitely want to pick this up, especially if you're struggling to get some of the characters. You want to do more summons. This is your vehicle to getting those free summons. 2 Elder Kais will cost you 120. And then we've got more character-specific EX orbs. Int Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, go check out the showcase, 270. Int LR Trunks and Vegeta, 270. STR Omega Shenron, 270. Now, if I were to give my personal opinion on these orbs, I don't think that all of them are the best for the particular builds that I personally feel like the Trunks and Vegeta, the Omega Shenron, and the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta would be best suited for, but this will still be good because even if you don't necessarily have all of the craziest EX orbs out there, these will do just fine. You have great stat growth for all of the characters with the level 8 stat boosters in the bronze. You've got some good dodge equips in the silver. The gold one is where you can kind of get a little wacky and weird with it, but if you have been doing some of the new content, there are some nice level 7 additionals with some attack boosting orbs, things like that. So I suppose that's maybe why they're releasing things like this. They also want you guys to go after those other events to get those other good orbs. So yeah, go check out my hidden potential builds for these characters in the Discord server. You can check out their showcase videos. I've done showcase videos on all of these guys, so go check them all out. But if you want to pick up all of them, it's going to cost you 270 a pop. And then everything in the white text here, this is not that important. So 20 hourglass medals. I suppose for some people this would be very important, but you can get up to 20 of them. Yeah, 20 of them. Each one costing you 30. So this all in all would be 600. And then again with the Kai medals, 150 more because they're offering 5 of these or 15 of these at 5 a pop or vice versa. So that's how you get all those. And then instead of adding more Hercule statues, what they're doing now is they're doing this like infinite shop where if you want to buy the support memory reels, you could buy it using this. So this, I think, was mainly done for someone like me, because if you guys take a look at how much I've got currently, you know, the crazy part is it's probably not even the most. I'm sure other people out there have way more. But this is what I've got right now. I've got 70,224. Why? Because I'm link leveling a lot. So, and this is also carrying over from the worldwide 2024 celebration. So however much you did then, that is also included in here. So I don't need all this, obviously. But what I can do is I can basically now use up all of these points for endless support memories. If I'm farming stuff out and I'm using those support memories to enhance the drop rates, well, I can resupply it with this instead of burning Baba points. So I think that was honestly just done for hardcore freaks like me. So with all that said, the total amount comes to 1780 for the second batch. All of these are available throughout until the 11th of August, but I'm just separating them by part 1 and part 2 just for easier organization. As far as the important stuff is concerned, only 1,030 because we're just looking at the stuff right here in the various colors and the stuff up here. So with all that said, at the end of the day, you would need 5,740 of these proof of masteries to get everything, not including like the infinite stuff. But the important stuff is about 2240, so less than half. It seems like a lot. And if you haven't done any of this up until now, then this is probably going to be a little too much for you. So this is where you start to dwindle down. I would think the most important things are going to be the stones and the tickets. After that, the next most important things, in my opinion, would be the orbs for the specific characters. The reason why I think the orbs are more important than the Kais is because there are other ways to farm up super attacks for characters, but there are not other ways to get unique specific character orbs for units. So I think that this would be the number 2 priority, and then number 3 would be the Kais, and then after that, whatever else you want. So there you have it. That is the full breakdown on the Baba Shop and the Proofs of Mastery. I am going to buy what I can now because I didn't buy everything before. I did buy the character specific orbs for the sake of the showcase videos, but I did not buy all of this. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now. Right there, right there, all of that. 2 Kais, and here we go. Oh yeah. I want to see if I can get my Proof of Mastery count to like 99,000 before this is over. I wonder if it'll go past that. That might be I think that is the most amount I have for anything in the game. Oh, no, Burst Coin. Burst Coin I have 176. Oh, okay, totally. And yeah, this one I have 1.7 million. So yeah, never mind. This is not, I will not be reaching the limit of this. If they keep bringing this back though, I will. Oh, and you know what? I still have this. This was the previous event that did the same thing. This was the Natade Village event from the worldwide celebration, the Broly one. We had the same thing from that. Oh, good times. Dude, Dokkan is doing really well. Like, what's going on? Dokkan, why did you suddenly start popping off? I mean, I appreciate it, but damn. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like down below. Let me know in the comments your thoughts on the Mr. Popo event. How have you guys been approaching the event? Is it a means to an end in terms of getting these items, or have you also been link leveling your new characters, your Rose clones, your new GT heroes, GT bosses, whatever that may be? Let me know what you guys' thoughts are on the inventory in there. Do you think that they could have given us more? Do you think this is a good amount? Have you bought everything? Feel free to share the details in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more dope content in the future and click the notification bell so that you let YouTube know you want to see more of my stuff. Do it. Once again, for those of you curious, why do I sound like this? It's because family is visiting. So this will not be around forever. But thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned and remember to Dokkan responsibly.